Good morning, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the middle of February. The Six of Swords was trying to pop out. So some of you could be leaving a certain situation behind. But I am using the Insight Tarot for your reading today. So let's get started on your energy, which would be your energy for this week. We have the Fool. So some of you are going through a brand new beginning, taking a leap of faith. Taking risks, taking chances. So the Spirit of God moving over surface of the waters, 0 point, jump into the unknown, a space of variance. You are the total potentiality. You can become anything. Okay, that's how you feel this week, Cancer. Okay. This is about doing things without thinking. This is the beginning of a journey, a new impulse, a turn in a plot that no one expected. Spontaneity, unpredictability, irrationality, originality, irregularity, absence of rules, laws, principles, borders. Okay. Openness to all possibilities, curiosity, boldness, adventurism, completely new experience, trusting your impulse. Some of you are not attached. This is the absence of greed and material ambitions, non-attachment. The Fool means the period of stepping into the unknown with a merry amusement and without any expectations, with a vast influx of energy. It is one of the cards of a wingman obeying the fate of the Uranic walking under God. The Fool doesn't emit well-being, alluring ego, but it emits the kind of well-being of soul not tied to conditionalities, residing in a free journey. So as it should be in this world, according to Christ's word, to be passerby. So basically, you are passerby basically in this world. You're having some sort of new beginning, okay, this week. Now we have the Chariot, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Devil. Okay, some of you are starting something with a Capricorn, or you may be starting something that you will soon become addicted to, because we have the Chariot, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Devil. The Chariot is your card, Cancer. I think some of you are growing a relationship with a Capricorn, or you're growing a relationship at work. Not necessarily a relationship at work. What I'm trying to say is like a relationship with work, where you become addicted to work and addicted to growing more and more money. So you're jumping into this with like reckless abandon, just putting all this effort into growing something, possibly with a Capricorn or something that you may feel addicted to. Okay. Some of you with that Chariot card may have started a job as a delivery driver or a taxi driver, and you're just becoming addicted to your job. For this week, Cancer, this middle week of February, we have the Nine of Wands. So some of you are feeling wounded at this time, feeling wounded. Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. It can also represent PTSD. Some of you may be dealing with PTSD. And if you did have a cab driving job or a delivery job, I could understand why. So you have been beaten recently for something, or have gotten into a situation that deeply traumatized or frightened you and has left its scars. So now you prefer not to ask for trouble and to stay in a safe shelter, and at the very least to recover. Meanwhile, there can be no real threat, but only our recollections of the past troubles. Nine of Wands is an unpleasant and persistent arcanum. We still protect our interests, but do so according to the principle of keep your guard up and lie low. This self-defense can be interpreted both positively and negatively. This is about obtaining strength to withstand any durability tests, okay? To confront any hardship and reality challenges with dignity and not desperately quit in front of them. This is the card of will and internal strength. In its negative aspect, Nine of Wands. Okay, so this is not, I don't have it in your obstacles position, so I'm not going to read the negative aspect. But we have wariness, tension, anticipation of a threat, reliving past traumatic experience, mistrust, our reluctance to change, conservatism, patience, resilience, self possession, discipline, caution, period of recovery, parsimonious energy expense. Okay, so some of you do not want to expend a lot of energy around this time. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords, we have the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So some of you are feeling PTSD in the middle of this month from your job, okay? Because we have the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. You know, it's almost like with that Seven of Cups energy, you may have felt confused and you went rushing off somewhere, maybe to deliver something, you know, concerning your work with that Three of Pentacles. And some of you are feeling PTSD from having been confused. It kind of reminds me of someone who, you know, they're a delivery driver and they go somewhere and there's really not a lot of things where they go. Maybe not a lot of street lights. And I'm sorry if this is triggering. I'm not trying to be triggering, but maybe, you know, there's a lot of street lights or something of that nature and it takes you back to a time where you were confused or different things happened during your job. So some of you are getting confused from having to run around all the time as well with that Knight of Swords energy. Yeah, some of you are feeling wounded from a situation that happened at work, okay? Some of you are feeling confused and wounded from a situation that may have happened at work. It could have happened this week and it affects you next week, or it could be happening next week. The last week of February, Cancer, we have the Star, so you are healing the Star. This is about great hope, great faith, the potential for your dreams to become reality. So some of you may be taking a vacation the last week of February. You know, you may be recovering. There was a girl who worked at Papa John's, and I think something may have happened to her while she was delivering. She may have gotten attacked, and what they did for her at Papa John's was, you know, she did defend herself, and then, you know, instead of firing her, they put her in the kitchen to cook the pizza. Okay? So nobody will ever be lost for good, okay? As soon as we ask our fortune for help, it comes to the rescue and shows the way. The star is the guiding light of the spirit, which stayed with us after we survived devastating and painful shocks of the tower that demolished our previous ego, absolute values, and affections. So love is to provide a space to the other for his soul to find its way, okay? So if you see your dream, your subconscious has already built a road to it. We know that our star exists. It is a dream, a goal which is set in front of our inner sight, a wish that is ready to be made at any fleeting moment. Until a star is falling, it is faith and hope that live in our soul and sometimes are seen as sky high fantasies. The star reconfirms and blesses an intuitive belief of a person that he can live up to his highest dream, standing firmly on the ground at the same time. Okay? So don't destroy fruits of faith, and you will harvest fruits of faith. So you're seeking new landmarks and high goals, principles, and purpose of your own actions. This is about your own mission in this life, distant perspectives. We also have feeling of the right path, hope, inspiration, sustainability. And for some of you, if this was dealing with relationships, you've gotten to where a situation where may be purely platonic for you. Okay, platonic feelings for someone. We have the Strength card, the Lovers. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo, and the Ten of Swords. So you are closing out a cycle. Okay, you're closing out some sort of cycle. You're making a decision. Some of you are making a decision to quit your job, okay, for a new one. Because with that Strength card, maybe you're tired of struggling all the time. Not necessarily struggling for money, but struggling as far as having to deal with ending up in the wrong place at the wrong time or certain bad things happening at work. So some of you are ending a cycle and quitting your job so you can heal, okay? Because, going back to the delivery person example, it's kind of hard to be a delivery person if whenever someone tells you to go somewhere, you're like, well, I don't know if I want to go there. I don't know if I want to go to that spot. So rather than having to tell someone no all the time, you're ending a cycle. Some of you are quitting your job so you can heal, okay? Your attitude for the middle week of this month is the Nine of Cups. So you want wish fulfillment, okay? Some of you also may feel like drinking with that Nine of Cups energy. It's quite possible that for some of you, your job makes you nervous, and there are some people out there that they will carry a flask around and they will drink alcohol whenever they feel nervous, but you can't do that in a job where you drive a lot, okay? In this sense, Nine of Cups exhibits escapism to live in one's own reality. All that I wanted, I got it. What else can be desired, I don't know. Okay? So, this arcanum describes an emotional reward that we get when we are satisfied with what's happening and with ourselves. So, I think with this middle week, when you get confused and you start trying to take care of yourself, that's when you feel satisfied, is when you start trying to take care of yourself, okay? The decision to destroy the integrity of the state or not is assigned to ourselves. Nevertheless, it's easy to destroy the space of Nine of Cups. It really feeds us with happiness, coming from the very depths of a peaceful soul, and in this sense provides a special and meaningful spiritual experience. The main thing is not to forget to share this energy with others from the excess. So this is about satisfaction, well-being, saturation of sensual hunger, joy of life, feeling of security and fulfillment of desires, relaxation, absence of anxiety, a party, celebration, a chance to indulge oneself, a talent to create something tasty, and demands. Okay. It could be, with this Nine of Cups energy, and with Valentine's Day coming up, it could be that you're getting a lot of orders for that day. Okay. If you are a delivery person, you're getting a lot of orders. And that's what's putting you in this confused energy. Okay. With the Nine of Wands and the Knight of Swords, Seven of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Okay. So some of you are getting a lot of orders and it's putting you in a confused energy. Okay. Um, Maybe a lot of orders for Valentine's Day. Now we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. So you're very financially independent and you're standing up and doing what's best for you. So if some of you, if your car breaks down or something happens, you're going to stand up and do what's best for you. And That could include eating someone else's food, if you are a delivery person, because, if your car breaks down, you're not gonna starve, you're gonna probably end up eating someone else's food. But and that's just an example. But your attitude, is you're standing up for yourself in the middle of the month, okay? You're standing up for yourself and you're doing what's best for you, okay? So some of you could also be blocking someone, possibly blocking someone from work. I know that with my mother, when she would work, there were days where she did not feel good, and there was one day where she kept having migraines over and over again. So she didn't go to work and she turned off her phone, and the next day her boss was like, "You had your phone turned off, didn't you?" And then when she confirmed it, her boss was like, "Yeah, because I couldn't reach you." And because she was having migraines and she didn't want anyone to contact her. Influencing you is the Five of Cups, Cancer. We have a lot of regret. Some of you regret taking on this job. Whatever job this is, you regret taking it on. See, I try to do romance readings, Cancer, but whenever I get to you, it just always seems to come into work, okay? Develops into work. Five of Cups resembles the state of separation from the source of life, which brings confusion and grieving, as if something important was lost. This card is connected to strong emotions, and this is how it differs from apathetic Four of Cups. It can be the strong disappointment of a heartache, but more often it's a mental pain that can't be overcome early on. An emotional crisis and depression could also be indicated. Something that carried great expectations with it is left behind, and this pain shall be well thought out and lived through. The trap of the Five of Cups is getting stuck in sorrow. Those who looks those who look only behind won't notice love, even if it's quite close. There is such a deep immersion into the thought of one's own loss that a person ceases paying attention to other opportunities. Still, we live in a bivalent world where every negative event is equaled by a positive one, and where almost any loss can be looked at as a gain. Even if we miss some opportunities and lost what was valuable to us, we would have to turn the page and move on. So, some of you are going through sorrow, emptiness, weakness, depression. Some of you, your job makes you depressed, self pity, wanting to cry, a state of abandonment, discard, rejection, loss, breakup, separation, frustration, frustrations, regrets of the missed opportunities, regret about the past. Some of you wish you had stayed maybe at a certain job in the past. We have the High Priestess, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, some of you are holding on to a missed opportunity or a missed job that you used to have. Maybe someone offered you a different job before you took on this job, and you regret not accepting this missed opportunity, this other job. Some of you are like, man, I could have had it easier if I worked at a different place versus the place I'm working at now that causes so much grief, okay? Um your obstacle for this middle week, which we've already listed so many obstacles, is the world. So for some of you, your obstacle is that you're new to this job. You're new to this job. This is a brand new start with this job, and you're new. You're new. You're still learning all the lessons associated with this job. We have the Page, the Tower, and the Page of Pentacles. So for some of you, you keep getting messages that destroy your false beliefs, or you keep giving someone else messages that destroy their false beliefs. But you may be having trouble as well forming friendships at work, okay? Page of Swords, the Tower, and Page of Pentacles. You're new to this job, and for some of you, you're having trouble forming friendships at this job. And that is your obstacle. Maybe the other thing is that this tower may be here to tell you that not everyone at work is your friend. That maybe you have these false beliefs, that, because I'm new, everyone's going to help me and be nice. And that's not necessarily the case. It's like you're having false beliefs destroyed about friendship or about things you're going through at work. Okay. I know at Walmart I had a lot of people that helped me, but it just depends on, who's on your shift, but still, usually the managers, prefer that your coworkers help you. Your outcome, Cancer, is the Queen of Wands, okay? So we have Queen of Wands, which I really think this is about you standing up for yourself in the middle of this month. I think that's how you're going to get out of this. Queen of Wands. Now, I don't know who's going to take care of you until you get a new job, what kind of family members you have, but this also speaks about being very social. Okay. Some of you are being very resourceful. Okay. You're being very resourceful in what you're doing to find a better job. Okay. Maybe for some of you, your asset is your personality. A lot of people like your personality and your way of doing things. And so we have Two of Swords, Ace of Swords, and Eight of Cups. You're going to be disconnected from your emotions in the middle of February, even though you want to leave this job with the Eight of Cups. I think you will be in the process of leaving it, but for some of you, you won't leave it till the end of February because you are kind of disconnected from your emotions at this time. Two of Swords, Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups, okay? What you don't see coming in the middle of this month, in the middle of February, is the Six of Wands. You are getting a victory. You are getting a victory, okay, over this. We have the Knight of Cups, the white card, which talks about God, and the Three of Cups. Some sort of love offer or spiritual connection is coming in for you. You may be having a reunion with someone, and this person may be someone who they help you with finding a better job. To me, this is almost like your prayers have been answered thing with this blank card. So you're going to have a reunion with someone that helps you with finding a better job, possibly. Maybe you know someone and they can be a great reference for you. So that's all I have, Cancer. I'm happy for you getting a new job. Um, to me, you want to get out of this as fast as you can because you don't want to be useless to where you can't be functional for a new job, So, regardless of what's happened in this job that's caused you PTSD or heartache or heartbreak, you don't want it to get so bad to where, you don't have anything for a new job. So, that's all I have, Cancer. I hope things get better for you. And I'm sorry that you had to go through all this. Thank you.